Hi, welcome back to another SuPA exercise routine. Today we'll be working for 30 seconds on and 10 seconds off, doing those intervals one after the other. You'll be working for either 5 minutes, 7 minutes, or 10 minutes, depending on how long you want to go for. With every exercise, you'll have the option of making it either easier or making it harder. Some really important safety information to make sure you have a sturdy chair without wheels for all exercises. Please make sure you're wearing sneakers or athletic shoes during your exercises. Keep your space clear of clutter so that you're free to move around safely. Have all of your equipment nearby, so your exercise equipment and your water before starting. And make sure to do whatever exercise variation feels safe. Don't forget to ask your health coach if you have any questions. And finally, the goal is to eventually work at around a 13 to 14 on the Borg scale, so somewhat hard. Of course, you can always go a little bit lighter, around a 9 or a 10 if that feels better for you. Enjoy!
Alright, welcome to our SuPA advanced exercises. You're going to need your weights and resistance bands for today's exercises. We're going to get right into it. So we're going to grab our dumbbells, starting with our feet hip-width distance apart. We're going to punch upwards, twisting our trunk, and then switch to the other side. Punching upwards and twisting our trunk, making sure we're engaging our core muscles. Nice. If you want more of a challenge, you can pick up the pace a little bit. And if you want something a little bit easier, you don't have to punch as high. Nice. Let's do 2 more. And we'll take a rest. Nice work. So we're going to do the same thing again. This time we're going to do the more challenging modification, so we're just going to pick up the pace, okay? All right, here we go. Twisting to the left and to the right. Awesome. Really engaging those core muscles. Punching up. Twisting our trunk. Breathing through it. Nice work. Awesome. Twisting that trunk and breathing through it. All right, let's do 2 more. All right, and take a rest. We're going to put our weights down. I'm going to use a band for this one. We're going to start with our feet hip-width distance apart. We're going to bend our knees. These are going to go over toes. I'm going to be lifting my arms up overhead, pulling on the band, and then we're going to come back to our neutral position. So sending those hips back, knees over toes, arms overhead, making sure we're engaging the core. And again, breathing through it. Try not to hold your breath. Nice job. Arms overhead, making sure our shoulders are down. Lovely. Let's do 1 more. And coming up. All right, take a rest, and then we're going to do that same thing again. To make it more challenging, I'm going to deepen my squat. If you want to make it more easier, you can feel free to hold onto the chair. All right, here we go. Nice job. And back. And then bending those knees over our toes, engaging our core, and coming back up. Lifting our hands up overhead, and coming back down. Breathing through it. Nice job. Let's do 1 more. Arms overhead, engage that core, and all the way back up. Awesome. We're going to use our dumbbells for the next exercise. We're going to do an arm raise combo. Feet about hip-width distance apart. We're going to raise our arms out to the side, shoulder level. Come out towards in front of us, and back down to our side. We're just going to continue to do that same arm movement. Breathing through it, standing up nice and tall, engaging your core. If you want an easier modification, you don't have to lift your arms up as high, or you don't have to use the weights. Just breathing through it, nice and controlled movement. Nice job. Let's do 1 more. All right, take a rest. Feeling good? Yeah. Awesome. Great work. We're going to do that same thing 1 more time, so feel free just to shake out the arms. Here we go. All right, out to the side, and in front, and back down. Nice job. Breathing through it, standing up nice and tall, engaging the core, out to the side. Awesome job. You can also make it more challenging by increasing the weight for this exercise. Let's do one more here. All right, take a rest. Nice job. Okay, we're going to do our deadlift for this next exercise. I'm going to demonstrate from the side. If you want to demonstrate from the front, that's great. We're going to start with our feet hip width distance apart, bending the knees, sending the hips back. Our hands are going to go over our knees, and then we're going to stand up. Same thing, nice. Engaging the core throughout, making sure we're not arching our low back, making sure that our neck's in line with our spine. And coming back up. Breathing through it. And back up. Nice job. Let's do one more. All right. Take a rest. And we're going to do the same thing again. If you want to make it easier, you don't have to use the weights. If you want to make it more challenging, you can deepen the squat. All right. Here we go. Hinging at the hips. Bending the knees. Coming back up. Knees are going right over our toes. And we're always engaging our core muscles. Breathing through it. Nice job. If you want to make it more challenging, you can also increase the weight. Awesome. Let's do one more. All right. Nice job. Okay. For this next exercise, we're going to put down one of our weights. We're going to have our dumbbell in our left hand, holding onto our chair. What we're going to do is we're going to step out to the side. We're going to bend our left knee, sending our hips back, so we're lunging. And then we're going to step back together, pressing our arm overhead. We're just going to do that same motion, setting those hips back, bending the left knee, then pressing up overhead. Nice job. Same thing, making sure we're engaging our core, and coming back down. If you want to make it easier, you don't have to use the weight. All right, we're going to take a rest there, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we can switch our weight into our right hand, and then we're going to step out to the right, bending our right knee, setting the hips back, and then pressing the hand up overhead. Awesome job. Engaging that core, breathing through it. Nice job. If you want more of a challenge, really deepening into that squat, and then pressing up. Nice. Let's do one more after this. All right. And if you want to make it more challenging, you can increase the weight as well. All right. We're going to get into our break. So if you do want to take a rest now, you can feel free to pause the video. If you want to continue with your exercises, you can join us for the next exercise. We are going to use both of our weights for this one. Feet hip width distance apart. We're going to bend over, arms out in front of us. We're going to bring our arms out to the side and then back down. When we're bringing our arms out to the side, we're squeezing our shoulder blades together, making sure our core is engaged, our hips are back, arms are slightly bent. Breathing through it. Squeezing those shoulder blades. If you want to make it easier, you can do one arm at a time. You can hold on to the chair with your other arm. Nice job. Let's do one more. And rest. All right, we're going to do that same thing again. Again, if you want to make it easier, you don't need to use the weights, or you can do one arm at a time. If you want to make it more challenging, you can increase the weight. All right, let's go again. We're going to bring our arms out to the side and together. Nice. Squeezing those shoulder blades and back down. Breathing through it. Arms out to the side, making sure our core is engaged. Nice job. Slight bend in the elbows. Breathing through it. All right, let's do one more here. All right, nice job. We're going to stand up. Okay, we're going to do our next exercise. We're going to start by having our weights by our side, bending our elbows, and then we're going to lift our hands up and press overhead. And we're going to do that motion reverse and back down by our side. If you want to make it easier, you don't have to use the weights. Breathing through it. You can also do one arm at a time if you'd like to make it easier. Nice job. Pressing up, making sure we're keeping our shoulders away from our ears. Let's do one more here. And up. Nice. Take a rest. Good job. We're going to do that same thing. Again, if you want to make it more challenging, you can try to increase the weight. Here we go. Same thing. Bending our elbows and then pressing up overhead. Keeping those shoulders away from our ears. And back down. Nice job. Breathing through it. Make sure we're sitting up nice and tall. Always engaging our core muscles. Nice work. Breathing through it. Almost done here. Let's do one more. All right. Nice job. Okay, we're going to get into our next exercise. We're going to put our weights down. I am going to use my band for this one. And then the easier modification will be without the band. Feet are about hip-width distance apart, arms out in front. We're just going to step to the left and together, and then over to the right. Knees are going over toes. We're bending our legs, sending those hips back. The resistance band will make it a little bit more challenging, making sure our core is engaged. We're not arching our low back. Bending those knees, deepening into that squat if you want more of a challenge. All right, let's do one more. And then we'll take a rest. Awesome. We're gonna do the same thing again. Again, if you wanna make it more challenging, you can increase the weight on the resistance band. Here we go. Bending the knees. We're gonna step out to the left, over to the right. Bending those knees, hinging at the hips. If you wanna make it more challenging, you can reach overhead with your arms. All right. Okay, and then we'll take a rest there. For this next exercise, we're going to be doing hip abduction. So we're going to hold on to the chair in front of us. We're going to extend our right leg out to the side, putting our weight to our left leg, and then come back down. So we're just pulsing our leg out to the side, holding onto our chair. Let's do 2 more there, making sure our hips are level. All right, and let's take a rest here. We're going to do the same thing again on the right side. Here we go. Lifting the right leg up, toes are pointing to the front of the room, standing up nice and tall, pulsing that leg out to the side. Nice job. If you want to make it easier, you don't have to use the band. If you want to make it more challenging, you can use the resistance band or even try letting go of the chair. Breathing through it. One more. All right. We're going to do the same thing on the left leg now. So holding onto the chair up in front, we're going to pulse our left leg out to the side. Here we go. So putting our weight to the right leg, toes pointing to the front of the room, pulsing that leg out, breathing through it. We're standing up nice and tall. We're engaging our core, pulsing that leg out only as high as you can go. Nice. Awesome job. Looks great. If you want more of a challenge, you can try letting go of the chair. Let's do 2 more. And take a rest. All right, here we go. Putting our weight into the right leg, lifting our left leg up off the ground, pulsing it out. This is your last exercise. You only have 30 seconds to go. Making sure we're engaging our core. Our hips are level, so we don't want to let this hip kind of lift too high. Toes are pointing to the front of the room. We're just pulsing it up, breathing through it, always keeping our core muscles engaged. We only have 10 seconds left. Here we go. Breathing through it. Sitting up nice and tall. All right, one more. And all done. Nice job. That's everything for our SuPA advanced exercises today. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to your health coach. Thank you so much. Cool. Good job.